films or
Look, man.
catalog? What the fuck?
Don't start it till you got...
You made more noise doing that. Still can't find that hat, man. Sponsors are not giving us any money.
No, and it's fucking tack sharp on your fucking latest.
It's not good.
No, it is not. Algorithmically, financially, equilaterally.
It's getting hard to pay for all these teleports into time.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we gotta stick to the low budget days. We can't even do any big films anymore.
Yeah, nothing with 2 thumbs up, that's for sure.
Only a left. But this one we could go either way. Starting off, we could go with films, which I did just come across. Funny enough, on Facebook.
What?
Horror films
This is horror?
of 98.
You find this is horror? Okay.
Yeah. It was on the list.
Cop horror.
Horror noir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But
No,
We
but
could
there's
always-
a but.
there's an audible here. Because we could just talk about catalog alone.
98 is a
Papa
biggie.
Washington is finally an alumni.
Oh, there's a few alumni here.
Give it to me.
No, go ahead.
Did we do Body Snatchers?
What? No.
Did we do any Donnie?
Son?
His son is in Dark City, 1998, on the list.
Yeah, hellscape such
I
as
like
this.
how this is working.
This come out after 7?
Yeah,
Hot on the heels of it.
you can tell. We'll get to that. But I liked it for that reason.
Yeah,
Very reminiscent.
true.
Blade,
Okay.
I remember loving that. I went to theaters for that. I think I went to every single one in theaters.
Must get
was
smaller
awesome seeing the
audiences
first one.
each time.
I was pretty small the first time.
Yeah. The first time I saw Blade was at a sleepover.
What time? Did you actually sleep?
No, I was fucking shit at sleepovers. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Were you the one that always had to call home?
No, not at all. But like, I couldn't fall asleep till like everyone was asleep. I could never be like the first to sleep for sure. But I guess I was kind of already a night owl as a child.
Yeah,
So
was I. Worst thing that my mom ever did was put a TV in my room.
yeah,
Because I would just stay up until like 5 in the morning watching the most random shit on TV.
yeah. And I guess I didn't like falling asleep in a room full of people either.
Yeah.
For some reason, that sucks.
Me and my buddy would always notoriously just do stuff to people as they were sleeping. And we were trying to stack.
I didn't even have nothing happen to me. It just ingrained somehow.
Yeah.
Keep one eye open.
I wasn't accusing you.
Yeah, that's right.
What about Urban Legends? I hold that one pretty close.
Yeah, you do. You got that up on there, don't you?
Yep.
You opened up
Urban
your
Legend.
wallet when you saw that. You must love it.
And this is where I guess we'll take the curveball, because I don't think that there is any actor that I have more films in the collection than Denzel. I
Wow.
was looking it over. I have quite a few.
Yeah.
Let's start at the back door entry. I got Training Day. Use your hands, guy. Training Day.
Just snap this lid open.
These are the hard letters, okay? I'm trying not to miss any. Safe house, which I didn't even like that much.
That's 2.
I'm gonna fuck with the set dressing.
These numbers are climbing fast.
Don't lose count, guy.
Bone collector.
Ham. Whoa. We're going in reverse order, guy.
Okay.
This is a sobriety test here. We got Pal Ham. And don't be fucking up the numbers either. We got to restart?
No, I didn't put up the one I mentioned.
I know one that's coming up here pretty soon is...
My hand's cramping.
Man of Fire. Yeah, that's the awkward one. Man of Fire.
Oh, one of the
there
best
you go.
movies
Full
ever.
hand. At Magnificent Seven. Who's in that, right?
I don't know.
These are Chris Pratt and Denzel.
Up to 5.
Yeah, up to 5. John Q. Alright. He's got it right. Thought you were left-handed there for a second.
Mental Sinestra. Hit me.
Trying. Nothing in this row. Let's see. Give me a couple more. We're losing. We're running out. I must be missing a couple. I'm going off the grid. Come on, give me 10. Book of Eli. Bone Collector.
There we go.
You gotta be in something else. American Gangster. Yeah!
High
No
10.
whammies.
10.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
I don't think there's any other I wasn't saying I got a lot of his films. I just said I don't think there's another actor.
Not one Equalizer, not
Fuck
Ricochet.
that, no. I wouldn't tarnish the Denzel I got in here, man. But there is a couple I'd like to have.
Oh, hell yeah.
Glory.
Right on.
Like, that's heavy. He acted his ass off in that one.
That's one where he played a real person, eh?
Yeah.
He did that a ton, eh? Malcolm X. You ever watch that one?
He had to act like he was getting whipped and act like he wasn't getting whipped at the same time, man.
Oof. Well, you know what? Who was it that said...
Talk about range.
Yeah, who... Oh, Tom Hanks in Philadelphia said that...
Philadelphia!
Yeah, it said it was like an acting class, acting with Denzel. So
not even gonna look.
if anyone would have the range to do that kind of thing, you know, certainly having Tom Hanks as a protege is... He's a mentee.
Yeah, hopefully not in his later years. As conspiracies would say.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're not getting into it. We're not getting involved.
Colin's daddy? What's his other son?
Oh, yeah.
Chet.
Chet. What a guy that guy is.
Holy, I wonder if he's on good terms with Chet. It seems like Chet was always going haywire there or something, according to everything I saw.
He's a rude boy that day.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he...
But John Q, man, saw that in theaters. That was a heavy movie.
Yeah. Saving the kids.
Oh, I'm trying not to look. Man on Fire was great. I'm trying to think of some of the ones I don't have in the collection.
Man on Fire is in my top 10 for sure.
Top 5 probably.
Probably.
Um,
Fucking anything with Mark Anthony in it.
Bring it up.
What about things that came out at the same time on video? Because you didn't see this in the theater, did you? Did you see this when it came out on video?
No. Oh yeah, on
VHS?
Video. We rented it.
Yeah, and you know, I'm surprised that, well, there's probably a double feature that night.
Gladiator 2.
Oh, yeah, and I didn't see it yet.
Best reboot done in most recent years.
I'm surprised to hear that. I'm surprised.
I was surprised too, pleasantly.
Yeah.
Pleasantly.
I'm going to check it out. But
I did love Pelham too.
yeah, it was
1, 2,
fun.
3.
It was fun.
That was good.
Yeah. Wasn't that kind of like 2007 or something by now? Probably almost 20 fucking years old. This
Not only
brand new feeling movie.
2009. Deja Vu.
Only 16 years.
Deja Vu was great. Saw that one in theaters.
Yeah, this is the
That
one
was-
with the
that was a
the
mind
boat
bend.
gonna blow up or something.
Book of Eli. Like, he worked with some of the best actors too. Gary Oldman, American Gangster.
Gary Oldman has acted with everyone.
I've never seen the Manchurian Candidate. Bits and pieces.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I've seen more of the old one than the remake.
Yeah, I know the whole story, so I must have seen it.
Oh, remember the Titans? We got 11.
Oh, 1-1.
Missed that one. 1-1. What'd you think of 222? He got Game. Want to see it? Never saw Virtuosity. You saw that one?
Oh yeah,
That was good one.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it would hold up. I haven't seen
it a
it
good
in
one?
like 30 years.
You think it's a good one?
But I would love to watch it again because it was one of those VHSs I had around, so I saw it quite a bit.
I don't know if I've ever watched Philadelphia.
I don't think I did either.
Not that there's anything wrong with
The
this.
soundtrack, though, all the songs call Philadelphia
soundtrack.
pretty well. Yeah, well, Bruce
The
Springsteen
one-
had Streets of Philadelphia on there.
Yeah.
Neil Young had Philadelphia on there.
The Siege, The Hurricane, Antoine Fisher.
Yeah.
Came out weird. The Great Debater.
Out in the contest.
The Masturbator, yeah. Two Guns was fun. Him and Mark Wahlberg. Never saw The Little Things.
Not the greatest story as I recall.
What?
Little Things.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that definitively because maybe it is good and I'm just remembering it as being bad, but that's not usually how it works.
Okay, 98.
Yeah. But yeah, June-ish 98 is when this thing finally got around to getting released.
Mid
Yeah.
98.
Mid 98.
Started now.
Yeah. So like, you know, just like Titanic, they're putting commercials for that. That's coming the video in the coming months here.
Saw that in theaters.
Yeah, so I'm just planting you in the spot, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm there.
Like, Good as It Gets just came out a couple weeks ago. So you kind of,
The Prince?
yeah, you're aching for a new noir
The Little
cop
Prince there?
drama.
Yeah.
Goodwill,
Horror noir.
yeah, Goodwill Hunting had just come out like around the same time. So
What do you-
people have been,
What was this, sorry?
watched The Sentimental, Goodwill Hunting. Filmed in Toronto, mostly, I guess. Someone told me that the other day. Oh yeah, and Man in the Iron Mask also coming out. Got those commercials up.
Fuck. Starring Leo and Leo?
Yeah. And you're also seeing that like U.S. Marshals is on the horizon. So you know if this one doesn't turn out to be good, you got the sequel to The Fugitive coming up next month.
Yeah.
Just a couple of episodes of America's Most Wanted later. Saturdays.
Yeah.
But The Wedding Singer double feature with this one.
Damn.
Look, which one do you use as the the palate cleanser out of that double feature weekend? Because you had to get both.
Yeah.
Both are biggies. One for the kids.
I wasn't ever
one
huge
for the
into
adults.
U.S. Marshal.
Didn't say you were, guys. Relax. Don't come across the table.
Wedding Singer.
You were never a wedding singer.
I'm going with Wedding Singer.
Yeah, but you rent two. You rent two movies, guy.
No, so I don't have to take U.S. Marshal.
U.S. Marshals don't come out till next month. That's just a fallback in case Fall In.
Okay, so give me the list.
No, just Wedding Singer and fucking Fallen come out on the same day on VHS. So that weekend.
Are we talking about Fallen?
No.
Fallen? So we're doing the one movie I didn't say.
That's right. Sorry to seal your brutish fate.
That's a Turner classic.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe
at least a Turner picture.
Well, maybe it'll have some characters that they'll make some video rentals out of.
Like who?
We'll see after the opening credits, won't we?
Did you look at a list of Turner pictures? Or any Atlas Entertainment?
What do I got all day to read the names of things, guy?
What about Gregory Goblet? You got anything on him?
Who? He didn't come up in any of my lookings.
It's the first name I see. I'm pretty sure he directed the damn thing or something.
Is he the guy who made Primal Fear?
It's his picture.
An alumni?
Oh. Is it?
Wouldn't he be?
Also did Fracture.
Mm-hmm. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Loves a twist.
Or no, I haven't seen Fracture.
No.
I remember seeing Primal Fear as like an Oreo.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Hopkins.
No, never saw it.
Yeah, it came out a little bit later. It's twisty. He's the original M. Night. Before M. Night stole Philadelphia. He decided to set all his movies there, didn't he?
I know. Denzel just seemed to plant himself in Philadelphia, didn't he?
Liberty,
For a little
baby.
bit. Couldn't get out of the place.
Birthplace.
They kept ringing the damn bell.
I could send the ADs or whatever over.
Yeah. Alright, so why don't you just tell me about the time you almost died?
But what about the writer of the thing? Not the same person that directed it.
Gregory Goblet?
Kazan.
Ricky? Or no, what's his name? Corky?
Son of alumni Elia Kazan, who directed Vroom Vroom.
We didn't do Drive.
Vroom Vroom.
We didn't do Wolf of Wall Street.
Streetcar Named Desire. Streetcar Named Desire.
No way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin.
Yeah, so his son did this. And he wrote like some other stuff too. Enough and Matilda and...
he's one of those guys that uses the same actresses.
And also Zoe Kazan, his daughter. If you want to just know more about the Kazan dynasty, Kazan dynasty.
Yeah.
Who's
I want to keep up with the dynasty.
You know who she is?
No.
She was in The Big Sick with
Good for her.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Give me another one.
Paul Dano's girl. That's who she is. Zoe Kazan.
He's got a girl?
Yeah.
Paul Dano?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good for him, man.
Yeah, this is his daddy wrote this. His daddy-in-law.
Whoa.
Or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good for Paulie.
Yeah. And the Kazynasty.
I always knew that guy would make it. He's not even an alumni, is he? Supposed to be.
Fucking doubt it.
Supposed to be. We never got to prisoners yet. That was the only reject off the wheel.
Fuck. If you're gonna say something like that, at least we gotta open a Patreon or something. All them inside secrets.
So what do you think of...
Wins the wheel, lands up in jail. Friggin' typical prisoners.
So what do you think of this first
Jill
scene?
in jail.
Did this first scene
Jail
remind
and
you
Hall.
of any movies we've done before?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it'll come out in the discussion of it.
Remind you of... you see any deadites out there?
The evil?
Oh, yeah. They use the same cabin. They use the same deadites.
No.
Oh, yeah. Sam Raimi was all over this.
Interesting. Well, I guess you got a lead on it.
No, they actually didn't.
Say, where'd you get that one?
Yeah. It reminded me of it.
Yeah.
How the camera was moving around.
Ooh. Right at the very beginning?
Yeah.
After all the credits roll?
Yeah.
We finally get to something, for
We got
fuck's
to
sakes.
something.
Jesus, hell.
Sorry that I got a little quick to it.
Falling right into it here. What's the first thing? What's he doing?
He's running around this cabin and trying to hide himself on the ground, it would seem. I don't know if
not
I
a
should,
trip, not
I
a...
don't know if I should pause this or anything, but he is not blending in with the snow. You can see him.
So he's going to tell us about the time he
Almost
perished,
perished.
unalived.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a bleak, snowy forest.
But almost. That's good. That means he doesn't die. Denzel doesn't die in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Training Day.
So you're saying this is the end already? This is one of them ones?
Yeah, one of them ones.
Starts at the end.
Starts at the end.
Then flashes back, I
To
guess.
the beginning.
All right.
Yeah. We know the B. Now let's get to the A.
Yeah. What do you think about a start like that? Not too bad? Used to it by now. Forgivable, obviously.
Would you consider this young Denzel?
Well, from what you fucking...
Did I already tell you this? Did I not save it for the cast?
No, the way you showed me the Undertaker throughout the years has distorted my abs. Like I'm primed for brainwashing after.
Do you want to know how old he is in this movie now or later?
Oh my god, I bet he's 17 in this movie.
All right. We're saving it for the end.
44?
He was born in 54.
Wow. Looking good for his age.
God damn.
Yeah.
Looks like he's in high school, yeah. 17 is what I would have thought.
Yeah, gee. You know what?
They don't make him like that anymore.
That is freaking crazy. And destroys a theory that I will get to very early on. But
Why bother?
yeah, it's destroyed it.
Why make yourself look stupid? Save yourself the embarrassment, guy.
God damn it, you're right.
No, I want to hear that.
Yeah. Interesting. It all hinged on a slightly younger. All right.
Yeah. Was there, and it's funny, 1998.
Go on.
No,
What did he...
It's a clock. For some reason, Dark City, I thought he was more like on a coin.
Something round.
Yeah.
You remember a distinct vignette.
I was thinking about Donnie Jr. there. But so it cuts to Detective
Hobbs!
John Q. Hobbs.
John Q, yeah. Sure.
Is flipping a coin. He does some coin tricks.
Two-faced bastard.
He's one of those guys, yeah? So far, one face, it would seem. And then you see a potential two-face lieutenant come up in Kiefer Sr.
Donnie.
First time he was on the cast, was he not?
Yeah, local legend.
Yeah. Shout out to Brunswick.
Yeah, it spent time here is what I'm told.
Yeah.
Someone will destroy that at some point probably, but I heard Bridgewater.
Oh, and rest in peace.
Yeah, true enough.
Drink to the legend. Can I get a ooh?
Yeah, snatch them bodies, girl.
What's he say? Comes and gives him a little bit of guff. Classic lieutenant shit.
Well, you know.
You're not supposed
they're
to
all
be
tough
here?
guys. Well, he's on the clock here. He's
on
really,
the clock, Dark City, baby.
He's really come for recreation?
Yeah.
But why did he come?
Was that a Nora Jones song?
Why do you... Well, yeah. The album she used sold his hold music.
Yeah. They went against the governor on this one. And you're getting I think that you get this, and I'm glad that this was in this film, because I feel like I was going to go to this in our film noir idea.
Yeah.
Or like right away, they just like kind of give too much information. Because like the first thing he says to him is like, what do you got, 6-8 notches on your belt now?
Yeah.
Just to show how established he is right away.
Sure.
Establish
Ish.
the establishment. But yeah, they're not even supposed to be here.
Is
They're
that
going
a
against
lot?
the governor.
Is that a lot of notches? What do you get a notch for? Killing? Years being there? Tell me now.
Big cases.
Big cases. All
Put
right.
people away. How many people you
All
put
right.
away?
All right, Johnny Big Cases.
And this guy seems to be his white whale already.
Who's that?
Reese.
How did they get him around?
They got him.
Got him?
Because it cuts to him already in jail.
Yeah, what's he doing? Just chilling, reading books,
it's kinda
getting stronger?
Jerking off, I think. Looked like it. Maybe he's pissing.
Yeah. No belts, he can't autoerotically asphyxiate himself.
Yeah. But it was weird because it was a weird cut. Because the last thing they do say in the scene is, we found someone here. In the, I forget what room they say it is. But like, yeah, we got one in the basement. And then it cuts to this guy from behind. And I was like, is this the guy they found in the basement? But no, this guy's a caged animal. And Denzel's
Jailite.
Yeah. Hobbs shows up with a full-on camera crew. They're making a documentary about this guy. Already they got like a Batman-Joker relationship going.
Yeah.
Where Denzel, the guy who put him away, is sitting down talking with him, having a conversation.
Is that what he did? He put him away?
Yeah.
What about?
I don't know, you tell me. You're the facts guy.
I don't know. Thought you might have a...
I don't know how long ago. But like you learn more throughout the film. Where like this guy was actually calling his house phone, and like they definitely have like one of those
He just breathing?
classic relationships between. Yeah, I don't think he has relationships with all the notches. Some of them were just fucking chucks.
Yeah.
But this one meant something to him.
Yeah. He wanted to see this guy,
Vice
go
versa.
down?
Yeah.
He wanted to be there to see his final fate
I think
sealed?
detectives always have this impulse to
Check up?
just get to know some of their kills or some of the people that they put away. They end up wanting to get too wrapped up into these guys, and they're like trying to get into the mind.
Mais oui.
Or he was just asked to do it because he's the one who took him away. I don't see why this guy's getting a documentary in the first place.
Sure. You don't think he's doc worthy?
No.
You think he's more wet sponge worthy?
Yeah. But this guy, Elias,
Yes.
I don't think he's been on the cast. He's not alumni, but he's been in a lot of good stuff.
Notably, driving that train high on cocaine.
Which is it?
Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
Oh, yeah, he is Casey Jones. Holy shit.
Yeah, you don't recognize him without a stick?
No.
Fellow Canadian.
Put a hockey mask on. I might recognize him in a second.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? All them people... He's from the Habs.
How'd he age so quickly?
Oh,
Or did they...
that's
did
true.
they cabin... no, not cabin. Cape Fear.
Yeah,
Kind of Cape Feared him.
a little bit.
He looked a lot like...
That's a great point.
Then I won't finish
They had
it.
a picture
And I
of
won't
him.
finish it.
He was
We'll just
combing
keep
his
going.
hair in the room.
I'll take the
picture
check.
of De Niro and Cape Fear behind him on the wall.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Your daughter's pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's like the
Who was the daughter?
the
Juliet?
bizarre- Juliet Lewis.
Oh,
yeah.
she always
Alumni.
gets the roles.
Yeah, no,
Jesus hell.
No, she got fucking pegged for like the worst movies possible.
That's Nolte, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. You can do like Busey.
Normal Nolte.
Normal Nolte.
Oh, he's still normal.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a spell.
But you're right, it's not normal Busey.
Yeah.
But he shows up in some movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cotius.
Yeah.
Elias Cotius.
From Montreal.
Yeah. How is he?
Yeah.
And then
I didn't know that.
Yeah, what a handshake. These guys even shake hands weird, don't they?
Yeah. He's still successful, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Casey
he's in
Jones.
Harold and Kumar.
But he's in one of the shows we don't watch, Chicago PD or something.
Don't tell me that.
It's been like 111 episodes or some shit of that.
He was in the old Crash. He's in all the Chicagos.
Yeah.
What's this
Alvin
guy
or something.
What's this guy doing in Philadelphia?
You know what I mean? It's before he moved.
Shutter Island somewheres.
Was he?
Ooh, The Fourth Kind. That was a crazy one. Haunting in Connecticut. I don't want to see this guy as a fucking reverend. He's in
The Killing?
Shooter.
Yeah.
Zodiac. One episode of Sopranos.
And I just want to say this because I feel like it's the only other halfway interesting thing I have to say
Is
about
this your theory that's wrong?
Casey Jones.
Okay.
No.
We'll get to it.
But this is a spoiler, so if you haven't watched the 2013 Netflix show The Killing, which ran for 2 or 3
I
seasons,
scrolled right past it. Is it
right?
good?
He's in that show,
Yeah.
right?
As a killer?
Okay, here's the spoiler. Pause or hit 15 seconds forward.
Too far! Too far!
The second he was on screen, I was like, this is the killer of the show.
And he was.
Yeah, and I sat on that theory the entire time, and I was exactly right.
First time he was on the screen in this movie, I said he's the killer of the show, too.
Fucking, and that wasn't that obvious.
Bastard! The way that they shook hands in this. Give me back.
Who shook hands? You should be shaking hands in this
You
movie.
shouldn't be shaking hands. Like, who shakes hands with their own Hannibal Lecter there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it seemed to do something but nothing at the same time.
Right.
But then suddenly the guy started speaking
Fuck.
Pennsylvanian Dutch.
Yeah.
What
Fuck
was
you.
that about?
Yeah.
No subtitles. No subtitles.
No, nothing. Had no idea what the fucker was saying.
And then you go, what comes around goes around.
Yeah, it sure goes around. It sure does. That might have been a NASCAR reference, but
How did you watch this film? Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
We can get to it throughout this scene, but I guess this dude. Well, no, we'll get to it in a second. Go.
How did you watch the film?
TV.
On.
TV.
On. With.
Porn.
One syllable.
2. How did you watch it?
YubTub.
YouTube?
Yeah, YubTub.
Sorry. Yeah. No.
Which was a great fix because my didn't have it. And I'm like, how does it not have this film?
No. I had to find it by other means as well. It's not that common.
It has like 12 other movies with Fallen in the name. Not this one. But YubTub had it.
No way.
Yeah.
High fidelity?
Yeah, it's good.
That's
the
pretty
only
good.
Difference,
I didn't check there.
The only difference is the next scene when he's walking the plank.
Yeah.
Silent.
Oh.
Was it like that in the movie? Or was there a certain song playing?
I suspect this was a dodge.
A copyright infringement.
I suppose so, yeah. Because the people that made the movie probably paid for it.
Yeah.
So that pops up on, I forget which website you said, but, you know, it could be a problem.
We're on YubTub.
Yeah, there's some strong armors on there.
The guy who uploaded it fucking comes in and fucking gets us.
Yeah.
Why you put me on blast, man? I took down the whole movie now.
Yeah. I sat in the theater and recorded this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Thousands of candies. Yeah, it's funny that they took that, and I'm like silent, and I'm like, I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives them a bit of a hint or a riddle.
Oh, yeah, it would be tough out of context. Like, even if you sat on it all night, you pause here and you go try and write it down on a piece of paper.
So I know what a lion is.
Yeah, so
The fuck is a Spakowski?
Yeah, what comes between lion and Spakowski, guy? Easy, right?
If you just said it right away.
Yeah.
Milano. Next.
Yeah, right in his face.
Yeah. So anyway, so they take Reese here.
Reese.
Walking the plank.
Yeah.
They get him comfy in the chamber.
Ooh. Cozy as hell.
Yeah. They want you to take note of this. What would you call him? Who's the guy who presses the button? The
Executioner?
or something? The abortionist? Yeah, the executioner. Ginger executioner. They make you look at that guy.
They do.
And then, I guess to have his last monologue there.
Oh, yes.
Do you see gassing in a lot of these films?
Gassing?
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been...
Yeah. It's needle now, but it used to be gas or...
It would have been fitting to do the needle in this,
Or chair, wet sponge.
Yeah, doing the needle in this.
Yeah.
That would have been smart.
Probably.
Hate when people get the dry sponge in films. That's a bad one.
Yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, he's talking all about how he's going to be made famous now. Going to be in the documentary. Going to be in the big video rental, just like the week This and Wedding Singer came out. That's for sure. You're concerned his fame is invalid. But infamous is being famous for a bad thing, so, he's right there. It doesn't really say what his crimes is it?
Yeah.
No.
Death by needle.
No, but what did he do all of a sudden? What are you in jail for? You kill a bunch of people?
Well, they make it seem like he was around at large for a while. Because they talk about that he was getting a bunch of calls from him. They didn't give him an actually body count.
No.
The actual body count, no.
Shoulda, or I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he bad. He did something bad.
But
Get in this place.
Yeah, Gingy has enough.
Yep.
He presses the button.
Okay.
And what 90s technology, it's just like this bag that gets dropped into a liquid and the chemical reaction lets off this steam. But I thought he played this off pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Squirm around a little bit.
Like he's still got a little left inside him.
Yeah, and this is what everyone at the base their roles off of is this scene with his character, because when eventually what happens here, they need some kind of muse for the befallen.
And then, beep, beep, beep.
Go.
I'm sorry, man. What were you saying?
That all the actors in this movie needed to base their role on what Elias Koteas says in his monologue here.
That's true.
So they know what the character is like when they are befallen.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, because they have to have the same mannerisms.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is interesting.
They need
Didn't think of that.
That primal fear.
What a twist. And then you get the that like soul shot.
Oh, yeah.
The death is in the air.
And it's greenish sepia turned green.
Distorted. Got a little bit of a Dutch angle there.
Sure.
Dutch again.
Yeah. It's an out-of-body experience.
Yeah. Right through the chamber.
Yeah.
Oh, glad that gas didn't do the same thing.
Yeah.
But who does it land on?
Oh, I have no idea. Did it land on someone?
Gingy, the abortionist.
In about a breath, huh?
I heard that. Yep.
And then what did that guy do?
Cut to. Or does he start whistling?
I don't know. Did your sound cut out?
No, there was a whistle, wasn't there? It's not in my notes. The next thing I have is Gandolfini.
That's good fortune.
Is he Illuminati?
With a beautiful mustache?
Mm.
I don't know. I think we did the Mexican twice, didn't we?
3 times. The third time was slow motion.
What other movie was he in?
True Romance. No, we didn't do that. Why didn't we do that?
Wasn't cast-worthy, I guess.
Oh, so cast-worthy.
Oh.
The most cast-worthiest movie. We're going to have the Knights of the Round Table talking about True Romance.
Oh.
That'd be fun. Just need a round table.
Change the channel. Get all our boys around. We're going to talk about some true romance.
Get the boys in. So what do you think about that, Clementine, huh?
Yeah. Phyllis, what's your idea of true romance?
Yeah. Is it in her book, I wonder? So Gandolfini. 13 beer deep, would you say?
Oh, yeah. The way he's talking to Tiffany, he's forgotten all about his wife. I don't know how many brewskis that takes.
Yeah. And he's with, it's hilarious to see these guys at the same table, huh?
Yeah, it's a party.
Big Gandolfini and Goodman.
Yeah.
Breathing in all the air of that bar.
Oh, yeah. Goodman.
Yeah.
He was, one of his first roles, pre-Roseanne, he was on The Equalizer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. These two actually worked together later on Flight.
Right.
That was such a weird
How
role.
the turntables were turned around, what goes around, and...
You need some office space or what?
Yeah. Man, you know what? Speaking of lessons, these pilots, like I was saying there earlier, Tom Hanks learned everything he knew about from flying from Denzel Washington and Philadelphia. And then, whew.
What a teacher. Why doesn't this guy have a master class? His life is a master class.
Yeah. He was really the grizzled old jaded captain.
But he was so weird.
Of flight.
Yeah. He was weird in Flight. In this, he's just like John Goodman. I feel like he plays almost...
In Flight, he had a touch of the Man on Fires.
It was like his version of the dude himself. Oh, he's in Lebowski. Isn't he? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get out of your element, Donnie.
Yeah. So, Denzel sits down and immediately getting accused of
no cream?
Yeah, no cream.
Is that the metaphor for something?
Yeah, he just likes his coffee without cream.
Incorruptible?
Incorruptible.
Thinly veiled incorruptibility?
Incorruptible, indeceivable, distasteful.
Indeceivable.
Yeah. So yeah, no cream.
Okay.
No cream in this guy.
All right. If that's a dog, Pat, I don't know. He a good boy. He's like what you call a baby face.
It was an original term. I've never heard it before.
Go on.
So I dug it. And it was kind of remind me of like The Wire.
Yeah.
When they're sitting at the bar. Like it was good cops shooting the shit banter.
Naughty.
And you're not just like it's the opposite of the force feeding information scene with him and Donnie. This is just like people. I guess it's still character building because you're seeing he's an honest cop and all that.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And these guys are.
Yeah, because he's like cops are good people. Man. They do more good than anyone in the whole world. Cops.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see.
Yeah, you're out there saving lives, guy.
Yeah, says every other movie.
Yeah. Show me one life you saved.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't save Reese.
Well, those wheels were already greased.
So then you cut to Gingy.
Yeah.
He's out on the streets getting out of his car.
Okay.
With a familiar whistle.
You got that, eh?
Yeah.
Time is just on this guy's side, right?
Yes, it is.
As he's en route. What's his A to B? Gets out of the car.
His A...
Destinado.
His B is walking right towards him.
Ooh.
And then... Forget Gingy.
Yeah.
We're following this guy now.
Fucking like a Jiminy Cricket hopping
see
around.
What this guy's up... Now we're on to this spud.
Okay.
And how many switches does it take?
So, turns out Elias Koteas was contagious as fuck, eh?
Most memorable scene of this whole movie is in the first 10 minutes. And then you follow a guy that, you know what? I quit. Shows up to work and,
It's toast.
Just this domino effect of...
Oh, yeah. It's like that guy in Domino's that didn't get paid for a couple of days. And then put in like a little propane tank and a whole bunch of pizza boxes and in a garbage can and lit it on fire in the middle of the kitchen.
What's that?
Oh, it happened in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. He's there, like, you it's kind of like if you see the dude from Office Space, like, because, if you pay me, I'm going to burn this place down.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. The footage is out there, like the CCTV of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just his coworkers come in and they're just like, What are you doing, man?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
To go and knock on the manager's door, like, oh, come on, look at this guy. And there's like water on it, but practically a bomb.
And wow, do you remember what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was
Why
gonna
didn't you start?
So, I'm getting the sense here that this evil's never gonna die, right? Just simply finding a new host.
Hostess with the mostest.
It's hopping from person to person here.
By touch.
Just like that, right?
But why didn't the handshake work?
Well, this is...
Thinking back in hindsight.
Yeah, I think this is about the earliest point I can mention this, like, how come he stayed in Elias Katias for so long? And held such a disregard for, like, he could jump into a guard and get out of there and do whatever he wanted. He didn't have to sit in jail for an inconclusive amount of time, as we determined when I tried to figure out how long he'd been there, especially what he'd done. But if he can just jump from person to person, how come he hadn't been doing that all along? He's sitting dormant for what?
Yeah, it's not answered. I was thinking about it, like, because there's the whole relationship with Denzel. So why was he fucking with Denzel for so long?
Yeah.
Or did it...
Yeah, what's his beef with Denzel like that? You know, he could have gotten revenge so much sooner. Or
did Elias come in... But because he couldn't have came into contact with someone in jail, because it was said that he still used the same poison, correct?
Yeah, well, and all this copycat shit.
Yeah.
Because... And all these cryptic quotes and stuff alluding to him still existing in this world. But I can't imagine no one touched him the whole time he was incarcerated, leading up to this.
Well, stuff moves fast, man. I don't know. Maybe he only caught 2 bodies or something. But why is he getting a documentary?
I don't understand that initial... Like, I like tons and tons about this, but that's been kind of nagging at me. You know,
there's a couple things that we'll get to as well that I thought. Yeah. If you think about it too hard.
Yeah. Like, it seems like his whole existence is, you know, he's hyper-focused on fucking with him. Yeah. But he could have been doing it the whole time. And leading in... Okay, we'll get to this in just a second here. But, yeah, we just jumped into a guy. He's about to deliver a sub. 12-inch or so. And then he decides he doesn't want to after someone touches him.
You know what she looked like with a sandwich in your ass? Wow. That guy really got canned. Goes out in style.
Yeah. And then he's like, you can put your job where I told you to put the sub.
Yeah. Got him.
Yeah. No.
What a zinger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be back tomorrow. What do you mean? I didn't.
This guy's just a one-off.
I didn't quit.
Yeah. Steve Buscemi just came in for that cameo there. Yeah. Then you get to see a bit of John's home life.
That's what we're talking about.
You get to meet Art Hobb.
Yeah. And young Sam.
Young Sam.
His nephew and brother. But... Is this breakfast?
I don't know. He keeps making some goddamn peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
He's getting ready to...
That could be a breakfast, a supper. He's making too many of them. Okay,
so... My theory here was with Art, right? That maybe once upon a time, like, you know, Reese might have done something to Art or something. And, you know, it was however, like, the kid had to have already been born. Right? So I was making this connection, like, you know, maybe it goes even deeper. Like, he's been fucking with his family, like...
You were just questioning how... What side are you on, pal? Who'd you vote for? You're just saying this is the part you don't like.
This is the part that'll make you feel stupid because the time don't matter match up with friggin' 44. Because I was like,
You're adding more backstory.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was trying to. Because it doesn't explicitly say.
40, I don't know if he's 44 in the movie.
No, that's true, but. But for my theory, it felt...
Demi didn't play 68. We've been over this.
Yeah, it should have been him earlier in the career. Like, he becomes a cop because of what happened to his brother.
Maybe he did. Did something happen to his brother?
Well, come to find out...
Is there something wrong with him?
Yeah, well, there's not a ton of backstory given as to how this whole residential scenario ended up. And actually in the script it's a little bit different, just in general, like the whole setup of it.
Yeah.
And I actually read a bit of it for like the ending specifically to see how that kind of went along. But here I was like, well, it's going to introduce the brother, it's going to say what's going on with them. Because they make it clear that, there's something a little bit off with the gentleman. Yeah. Right? So what were you thinking?
I couldn't tell if this is like...
And it's just, it catches you off guard because he's got the kid.
I just assumed he was like this his whole life.
But where's the mom?
What mom? What, the caretaker? Yeah, I don't know about the... Whatever. Yeah.
So it says, it has the answer in the script.
Because it does talk about that Denzel had a girl that left when Art and Sam moved in. And the answer was that if she loved me, she would have stayed. Because the kid leaves and then he's like, I love you, man. I'm sorry. So he kind of fucked up. Because he talks about the girl that left. But you'd think that this girl would come back. She's never even spoken of. Yeah.
Which is weird for the story. Yeah. Because, you're with Denzel 24/7 here. And, it's not based on a real guy, so you can flesh it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think I derailed what you were saying about this brother here.
Yeah. It's a little... It says in the script that he's just a little R.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. But...
He's Arded. That's his name. It's yeah. He can't spell.
But I thought there would have been, something that precipitated it, in the history.
I knew he was a little R.
Yeah, but that's such an unusual thing.
You don't think R's can have kids, guy? Is that what you're trying to say on national TV?
That's not what I'm trying...
On international YouTube?
Yeah, but
and Spotify? I was joking.
Just it's a little harder to riz sometimes.
Yeah, there's a show about it now.
Yeah, but that's autism. That's not...
Well, back in those days, everything was a little R. The 90s, man. But people are dropping F-bombs like it's idiot.
I guess so. Anyway, I don't want to fixate on it so hard. It's just,
Let's cut to the maniac. Cut to the maniac.
Yeah. I was wondering about the impetus of it because it's just unusual.
So this guy,
yeah,
from Subway,
yeah,
he's living a pretty normal life.
Pretty local as far as references go to this guy, Robert Joy.
Is that his name?
Yeah. He's from Montreal as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think he's grew up in Newfoundland or something.
Oh, wow.
And he was in a couple episodes of The Critch.
Nice.
So,
I feel like I've seen him in something before.
I feel like you're going to see him at
he's not just a one-off.
At the mall, practically. No, he lives in LA now with his huz.
What is with you tonight?
I just not that there's anything wrong with that.
Man, who did you vote for?
I'm just giving you the backstory. Rhodes Scholar as well. Former Rhodes Scholar. Do you know what that even means?
Should have started with that.
Was it?
Is that a head joke or what?
No. Rhodes Scholar. Do you even know what that means?
No, let's tell me.
It's when you get to go to Oxford in old England because your grades are super good and you show some leadership qualities.
So we get to go to his apartment. It just looks like your apartment looks the same. No furniture, one table, bowl of cereal, chair.
Is this where they get their sponsors in?
Some dead body in the bathtub. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. And you ought to bet, well, where's he head after that? He has a very neat petit déjeuner.
Do they do any of the deadite POV in this scene? Or are they letting you question if this is a whole different thing?
No, he's just hanging inside of him. He's showing some order in an otherwise chaotic environment to help it stand out. I guess as part of the MO.
Yeah, and right after this, Hobbs is walking down the street, and it does go back to these narrations rather frequently.
Yeah, very noir.
And is it when he's passes the guy?
Sees him.
Because he's like, cops register everything.
Yeah.
Is this when he sees him?
Well, they have a lot of references. They drive a few points home in regards to looking around, especially regarding that riddle. Kind of keep your eyes, look all around.
Yeah.
Cop sees everything.
Because he is always glorifying cops.
Mm-hmm.
Which in the end is kind of funny.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
He's raising the...
And then just back into another day at the office. Again, I always thought this was very The Wire, just the detectives all sitting around shooting the shit, more than getting work done, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
These scenes are always one thing going on, them just shooting the shit, and then sometimes something else is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, but it could have been condensed a little bit, actually, in this movie. The pacing does take its time, that's for sure. And but I didn't really feel like it wastes your time or anything so much as, it could have if it really wanted to. Even though it doesn't allow your little gray cells to overwork themselves too hard. Yeah. They do make a point. They have glowing objects in the environment, it feels like.
Yeah, and there's always a motivation in every scene.
Yes.
This is when you find out that Reese used to call him every night. He's like, you know what's weird is someone called me the night Reese died.
Yeah.
And then they get this is when they get the call. And you get to see Gandolfini in there too. You can tell he's the I don't know if he's the brown noser. He's not buddy like Hobbs and Jonesy are.
No, you keep him at arm's length.
Yeah. But then they get the information about.
He's a little bit of a wild card. Yeah. Don't know if you can trust.
Then they get into they get the call about the body being found. And they go to this apartment where you just saw the subway guy, Jared, was in there. And did you ever see a carton that says fresh milk on it?
It's all fresh, I hope.
Yeah, no, exactly. Is there spoiled milk?
Unless it's an ad for
Yeah.
the diesel gas mostly primary car that had a bit of a scandal.
Yeah.
And
That and the cornflakes. And I thought cornflakes might be like a brand.
but your neighbor still thinks the milk is good.
But both these cartons just seemed like really fake looking.
Some props.
You working on it? I guess I fucked up. I psyched you. Yeah, and then they get to... First thing I'd do, if I was on a crime scene, is check for blood behind the mirror.
Yeah, you would.
Especially after seeing the house that Jack built.
Yeah, I hope they didn't clean up as well.
Lions? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Spakowski.
Yeah,
That's the riddle.
I know. It's just
the
a reminder.
It's the goddamn Riddler.
Ah, yeah, I got a thing to figure out.
Wow. You think
Gotham, Philadelphia.
Hops is Batman or what?
I'm Batman.
He's Batman. Go Batman. So yeah, the riddle continues. Same one.
Yeah.
Same one. We're still on riddle 1. So they don't know if it's an accomplice or a copycat.
Well, logic would dictate copycat,
Yeah.
but things are strange.
And did they already find
Very
yet
afoot.
the same? Because they have that everything is a motive conversation, and they find the poison.
The same. It's the same exact poison.
That Reese used
Very.
on the people that he killed. But yeah, you gotta give it up to Gandalf here. This wizard got all the answers. He knows who
Yeah.
Lions is. He knows who Spakowski is.
Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get a chance to solve the riddle in real time. We just had to wait for an opportunity to ask the right person.
Yeah, exactly. And then was she the sister from Sopranos?
Oh, right. I forgot to note that down about the reuniting of kin or siblings.
Well, this would have been before, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And what
Exactamon.
what could they not pay her enough for?
More than a couple of words, that's for sure.
I forget what she had to do with the whole thing, but that's the scene that she was in there for. They ask her some questions. But I think maybe Gandolfini just has all the answers.
Yeah.
And then they get to go to the that big plaque.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like down in the basement.
Yeah, this dusty old plaque.
Yeah.
Fucking. How'd they even track that thing down?
And,
Used to walk by it every day. Like, there was a whole thing with that, right? Like, why he knew. It was like, that would have been up for a long time somewhere.
Yeah.
But was Denzel around to even see that? Like,
No.
how... What good fortune, like, where they got him digging around. Like, how did this guy expect this riddle to be solved?
Yeah. Go down to the basement where all the old plaques are that we switched over.
Yeah. It's a tough riddle otherwise, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Last place I would have looked.
Yeah. Right away they find out Robert Milano
Well,
is crossed off it.
it's gone. Takes a little leg work to figure out Milano. He's got to go through that old, what the hell's that, the way the archives are made. What do you call them? Little films, microfilm. Got to go through all of that.
Oh, yeah.
All old articles and shit.
Yeah.
Scanning through.
Yeah.
Um,
On like a little projector. Personal hand projector kind of thing.
Yeah, because you had to dig through. I think you might have tried computer first, too.
Yeah.
Look up a couple things. Couldn't find no connections. Had to look deeper.
90s website.
Yeah. And it's so
And
funny.
that was official too, that one.
I'm pretty sure in an interview, Denzel said he never uses no computers or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's actually That's the first thing that popped into my head when I saw him using the computer. Like, when I see him hunting and pecking for them letters.
Yeah. And he's
does eventually hit pay dirt there, comes across Milano's name.
Yeah.
Looks him up in the old computer database.
So that's when he's on the computer, yeah.
Yeah. Tracks it down, finds a little bit of details.
Yeah.
Apparently this guy went all bananas and offed himself in a cabin or something in the woods.
Died while cleaning his gun.
Oh.
Is what they said. It was an accident.
All right.
He just slipped. You don't eat butter.
I got a fruit complaint.
You don't eat butter and then clean out your gun, guy. But then Donnie's just giving him shit. The classic lieutenant. Just don't look into this. Stay on course.
Yeah, and he explicitly say like, "I'm not giving you no hints."
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
Thanks, Donnie.
Thanks.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
Captain Useless.
And then, but
more of a hindrance, the captain.
The relationship they had, because Denzel's firing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. They just always had like a fuck you, like rivalry going.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking. Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna tell you, not gonna help with the case.
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah, stupid asshole.
Sitting back watching the documentary that he's in.
Yeah.
It's like supporting role in this film.
Yeah, fucking fuckface on the sidelines himself.
Yeah. And you get to hear that language again.
Some kind of
Pennsylvanian.
Aramaic. No.
Pennsylvanian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
And he goes and he tracks down Milano's daughter, who becomes a big.
You gonna call it a love interest?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. A little something. Spark interest. There's an interest. It's not love. There's a difference between love and love interest.
Yeah, it's not. Well, maybe there's some lust. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's some lusty moments.
It's high at first sight.
Jesus. 13 Ghosts. She was the mother in that.
Is it?
Teacher Matilda.
Oh.
Yeah. It's funny. I thought you knew that because you brought it up earlier.
Nah, I don't know what she's from. She looked familiar. I thought she was looked like Polly.
Sister Roseanne.
Polly Paulson.
I thought it was Sarah Paulson.
Sarah
too.
Paulson, yeah.
I actually had to do a double take.
But she was like Sarah Paulson's age in this.
Yeah.
That she is now or something. I don't know. Yeah. She does kind of look like her.
Yeah.
But I don't know too much about her.
Denzel is... I don't think he's talking... Is he asking about the father right away? Or do they get...
He gets into it fast.
Yeah, but they're talking about Reese.
Yeah.
And she's like, did Reese like to touch you? Did he like to sing? Like
she knows his MO.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she knows.
Even before he got to town.
Did he eat a lot of cereal? Cornflakes? Fresh milk?
Fresh milk? That's orange juice.
But it's like, how long ago was Milano on this case? Like, there was a lot of things that they didn't really answer. Because that
how long he was on the case.
That makes the story even go back. Yeah. But like, so what happened before Reese? And you start finding out that there was a copycat kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
That Milano was...
It's never really stopped.
Yeah. But
well, except for there was, I guess, a gap.
So then you start thinking, Donnie must know something about this.
Yeah, well...
he's in on it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a bit of that James Cromwell to him in this. You know, like the captain could be like, what is this, L.A.?
That's when they start talking about the question about God.
Oh, Gord.
What the hell's that about?
Good Lord.
Good.
Wow. Why we bring him into it? What's he got to do with things?
I don't know. There's an up and there's a down.
Yeah.
The killer is in all of us.
Is he?
Can you do your best Denzel?
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Nice.
He likes to say okay. Okay. You do yours.
Yeah.
What you got?
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
So weak you didn't even peek this thing.
No? Well, I didn't want to hurt Phyllis's. She's banged up, man.
Yeah. True enough.
Let's hear your okay again. That fucking... Did it turn off the audio, did it?
No, man. But
You were being soft?
he was more subdued.
I'd say.
King Kong,
More-
did it?
more like
Did King Kong get said in this?
More like sub, dude.
I feel like
Like
they
King
said
Kong?
King Kong.
I don't think so. They said Godzilla.
Yeah.
See him riding on the subway?
Got nothing but a little bit of Greta Milano up in his ears.
That's the subway that's shaking Brad Pitt's ceiling in the apartment that he got with his wife. It's Gotham, baby.
Alright.
And he's waking up. It's so funny that he's waking up his brother and the son on the couch and like putting them to bed.
Did he go see the daughter before he went to the cabin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he must have.
Doesn't he must go back right after. That's all.
We could have yada-yada'd over the cabin, man. No. I don't think so. We'll get to it. There's a cabin, everybody.
I think because he already knew about the cabin from the thing, from the news. He might have just went and checked the cabin.
Wasn't there anything that... No, because... No. I know for a fact we didn't get to the cabin yet because I know a note that I have about it. For sure.
All right.
So it's just like him at home. And he's waking up his brother and his son, Art and Sam, putting them to bed. But the whole time he's holding the plate with a sandwich on it. It's like, what's with these guys and fucking sandwiches? Like, was that what he was saying? Like, stop eating my peanut butter and jam, motherfucker.
No, you're just getting the same shit every day. Please, Uncle, make me something else, man.
There was corn. Is he eating fresh milk? These guys tethered or what?
Same superstore.
And then, yeah, so then you get to see the guy. We go back to Jared, the guy from Montreal.
Might call him Jared.
The subway guy.
Oh no. This guy far better than Jared.
I must have got drunk. Did I quit my job?
Just walk in like nothing happened.
Yeah, I know.
It was all a joke.
Yeah. But yeah, that was hilarious. So they just moved on.
Hell yeah. Yada yada over his life.
Yeah. And then, no, he's on the phone. He's on the phone and he's asking the question. And then you see there's a new guy in the building. And his door's wide open. There's the next serial killer.
Yeah.
At the door. And now he's in the tub.
Well, what do you expect?
Is this like the same apartment that Reese was...
Yeah, we're stacking bodies here. What are you so shocked about?
Well, is this the house that fucking Azazel built or what?
Yeah.
The phone calls never stop.
How do you even settle on an MO like that? He's been doing this for thousands of years. Always the bathtub?
Always the bad thing. And then Buddy's just sitting down eating the cereal.
And fucking, like, how many times this guy put letters on a dead body?
How does he keep
just
getting
in
this
thousands
poison,
of
too?
years? Come on, just like,
No,
fucking-
no. This is life's work.
Oh, back to why?
Yeah. Is it the same word every time?
Oh, God. Novel, then the script, different word.
Yeah. What? In the script, it's a different word?
Yeah, well, in this, they're building towards a different word. In the script, it seemed like they're building towards Ezekiel. But Azazel in there, too, so maybe in the movie they thought it was too weird to put, like, Azazel, Azazel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
It just finds it in a textbook or something.
Yes, the text.
But then they bring the
Textbook.
the language guy.
Yeah.
It's the 90s.
Yeah.
But they bring in the language guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, how much does this guy get paid to come down here? Or is he doing a favor? These
don't
guys
know.
do favors
Was
for
it
each
the
other.
weekend? Maybe some overtime.
Time and a half, wasn't it a holiday? Philadelphia Day?
Yeah.
But he's like, oh yeah, that's this language. It's like, all right, so what's he saying? No, I don't know that language.
Idiot.
Can't help you. Where's my check? Moving on. They're like, it's 2,000 years old. It's thousands of years.
Yeah. This killer isn't human.
Yeah. They find out that Reese used to be liberal. He's using his right hand the whole time in this. At the start of this documentary when he's a kid.
Yeah.
He's throwing right. He's shooting right. Why is he doing this? There's a lot of this in the later years.
Well, maybe you saw him, he's in a mirror. Right? Right? Wrong.
It could happen. So they get a call. This guy's calling in. And he's telling them where to find the bodies.
Yeah.
He's getting a little ballsy.
Otherwise, I guess they wouldn't know.
Or getting a little callsy. Is that how they found out about the first one? This guy's just calling saying I did this. It's the same apartment, isn't it? There's there 2 bodies in this apartment now.
It's just stacking up everywhere you can put them. It's Philadelphia.
Because where did
It's that
they...
industrial hell that David Lynch based everything.
Where did they find the
Eraserhead.
first riddle on the wall?
Yeah, around the subway guys thing or something. Maybe one.
Because again, this is very 70.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah, I wonder how much inspiration came from 7 for this. Because they show up to the next place, and this is, I forget, where did they find the first lion's question mark? Because it wasn't behind a mirror. This one's behind the mirror. Because they also found.
I remember
that,
like written in some kind of blood or something
Yeah.
like that. I forget exactly.
So they find. Don't they move a mirror and it says question mark equals look in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they find out that this is Gotham, and they're dealing with the Riddler. For sure. Not only is there another riddle, but he recognizes the stiff.
Oh.
I swear to God, I walked by this guy last night, and he was staring right at me like he knew me in high school or something.
Yeah, you would remember a face from last night potentially.
Staring you right in the eyeballs.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that stare at him. It's kind of like a hint that
When I went to
trouble's afoot.
When I went to Ontario with my dad and my grandfather, I was like just so sick and tired of moving at their pace. So it's like it was already like 1 a.m. or might even been later. I was just like, I gotta get out of here. I just gotta walk around, dead of night. So I'm walking and it's like, oh, it's pretty dark that way. Like you're looking down this street and it's just no lights. You're looking down this, all the lights. So okay, I'm gonna go with the lights. So I'm walking, but it's this side street that no one's on, except for this little old lady pushing a shopping cart full of food. It's like 3 a.m. or something like that. It's so strange.
Bodega's still open.
But she was yeah, exactly. And but like, why are you shopping at this time? Anyway, so she's coming closer and closer. And for some reason, I start getting the creeps. Like, she's probably creeped out by me, but I'm creeped out by her. And then she's staring at me the whole time as we get closer and closer. And, like, we're passing, and she's grilling me still. And I feel it, and it's sending shivers down my spine to the point that I pass her. And I'm like, trying to fight it, but I can't. And I look back, and she's still watching me as she's going. And man, it was one of the scariest things I've ever happened to me as an adult, man. Fucking just bone chilling.
Yeah, it's like a witchy moment.
Yeah, witchy, for sure. And then again, the syringe of the same poison. I guess there's a lot of syringes earlier than I anticipated.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, they're around. Everywhere we look, it's same juice.
They're saying deja vu.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I put that up there.
Is it?
Well, it's the only movie that's quoted within the film.
Yeah. Well, if this guy's MO was collecting bones, then we
They never say the word magnificent in this whole movie.
They are spectacular.
So yeah, they're making us buy in more to this Donnie character. He's starting to ask questions about Hobbs. He's kind of playing the, you see this in a lot of films. It's the lieutenant that seems guilty because he's like, don't get too deep into this, stay out of it. But at the same time, the detective's just always creating these little side investigations.
Yeah. But he is like from the old guard, so he does know these people.
Yeah.
And like it does make you a little suspicious as well, where Gandolfini's like, yeah, like I knew Milano, he was a piece of shit too.
Yeah, trying to steer him off.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's nothing interesting about that guy. He's just a bit of an asshole.
Yeah. I wouldn't care. Maybe he's the one who just said that he cut himself shaving or something.
Yeah.
But you get to see Denzel. He's out on the streets. He's playing some pickup ball with Sam and his friends.
Jesus, they take lots of breaks to just hang out in this
The
thing.
man of the neighborhood. And John Goodman comes and gets him. So you really get to start seeing their, buddy-buddy mentality. And he's like tags Arden, his brother. And Sam's like, he sucks.
Yeah, oh yeah. Not much faith in old Papa there.
Yeah. And what's Jonesy got for him?
He says another murder.
Another murder?
Another syringe. I don't know.
Yeah, they're wondering if it's the same guy that did both the killings. Is it two different people? There's a multiple choice of how this could be going right now. I don't know if they got an extra body, though.
Like who?
No, they're talking about the guy that Jared killed, and then Jared.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the cycle of how this goes. Like the case is continuing, so they're having a little bit of conversation here. I can't remember if they got any more information, or they're just labeling this guy as a true serial killer. The proof is in the flakes.
Yeah, no, we are still working towards our primary deduction.
And then Yeah, just as, Donnie earlier was saying, you might be getting too deep into this. He's like, nah, leave me alone. I'm going to the place where he killed himself.
That's right.
Enter cabin.
Cabin, yeah.
On his weekend. He's making a trip out of it.
Yeah, going down, take a nice drive.
Yeah.
In the script, it is 7 miles away.
Time really does seem to be on this guy's side.
Yeah. Just a chillin'. But yeah, he goes and checks it out.
There's always a time in your life when nothing's going to be the same. There's only two times, before and after.
Yeah. So he's heading around the cabin. I guess it's been abandoned ever since, has it?
Oh, it's been abandoned.
So nothing...
It's quite uprooted.
So what do? You walk around in it?
Yeah. Sometimes you can feel it coming. But strong people, they just keep moving forward. I wonder if this is the first time that Denzel did like a narration in the film. So I feel like he's got a couple that he narrates.
Maybe.
Similar to this.
Could have.
And I'm surprised that he's not talking about cops. I'm sure that's what he means by strong people.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then he goes into the basement. Strongest. Classic.
This cabin's got a basement?
Don't they all? You've been in that basement before. And he finds the Necronomicon down there.
Well, this, what is it? Just regular spot down there.
Yeah, I wonder how Bruce felt about this film. Yeah.
But there's a clue. What, he's got a picture or something he can match up?
Well, he's got this picture. And this is how I could remember. Because he's got the picture with like a scratch out on the wall. And that's what it looks like.
It's like a Silent Hill puzzle.
Yeah, no. But then convenient paint stripper on the shelf that he just starts wiping off.
Every basement's got something like that. A turpentine of some sort.
And the floor like kind of caves in a little on him.
Turpentine is on my side.
Yes, it is.
What the hell's he find when he turpentines?
This is when he finds the name Azazel.
Azazel? What's that? You sure he did the whole word?
Okay, what do you got?
No, I got Azazel too, but was there more to it? Some letter to the...
Yeah, it had a definition. A demon or spirit, evil spirit, to whom, in the ancient rite of Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, scapegoat was sent bearing the sins of the Jewish people.
Yeah.
Patsy, Azazel.
I know what an Azazel is, guy.
Well, that's what it was on the wall. The small print. You didn't squint?
Nah. So now he's got to go talk to the daughter again, right?
Yeah.
And figure out what the hazel is up with Azazel.
That's good. Get that on a shirt. That should be one of your shirts.
Should be.
That and what did I say earlier?
Unbonding.
And she's just like...
Reluctantly.
Again, is like, you're getting too deep, you better run.
Right. But he pushes.
Strong people and always move forward.
She falls for it.
Doesn't she? Hook, line, sinker.
And what do we find out? Immortal spirit.
Azazel?
Possess people by touch.
But not just.
Oh. What else?
I think it's later on that we get to that.
All right, let's jump around. Person.
Let's go to nighttime. I like the night.
Do you? I am the night.
I don't, but the narrator does.
Yeah.
He is Batman.
Of course.
He's really shaping up. And he has that monologue, but I am the night. I like the night.
Yeah.
Cool. Silent. Can really move around.
This is the fun in games?
Then you get to see that he's getting followed by Bane.
Damn it.
It goes into like more... These shots, I guess, because they had to film it at night, that the effect looks a little different. Because it just looks like night vision at this point.
Yeah, it's it always reminds me of...
Doesn't have the same effect of...
Is it Alien maybe 3? I feel like it's 3. The Super Nintendo game also had this like look, I feel like. This alien vision look.
And they had like the didgeridoo playing in the background. And
that didn't get copywritten.
no, that was in there. But he turns around, and he knows he's being followed.
Well,
but then
he
he
can
sees
feel
someone,
that shit.
He sees someone shift up the staircase.
Ooh.
So now he's in pursuit of the League of Shadows.
Of course.
And he's going up.
He's confronted head first.
He stands in that gross hallway, like that highlighter yellow-green hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he comes out of it and like walks around, but he's always framed perfectly within that.
The cinematography is Finch perfect.
But it was just a cat.
Oh, little blue meow meow.
But is it just a cat?
It's the tabby.
It's the tabby.
Just the tabby.
Does it
Just
say,
a little puff.
Does it say Azazel on the collar?
Okay, so this is an interesting thing. Because, like, what's he going to cats? Or go into all animals? Bugs?
Well, we always know that
trees?
Cats are linked to the devil, aren't they?
Are they?
In some mythology?
Well,
Ancient
like Egypt, yeah. But Egypt wasn't in the devil.
Oh, there's the devil. Sure, just like it's all one god, it's all one devil.
I guess. I actually, that's weird. I don't really associate the Egypt stuff with, like, heaven or hell typically. But I guess, Icarus, he was trying to get to heaven, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Or the sun, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe heaven's in the sun.
And that cat just comes right into the precinct.
Yeah.
He's ready to get froggy.
He's getting second dinner.
He's really latched on to Denzel now.
Yeah, I'm looking for some crunchies.
And then, there was a map. Where did you go? What? Oh, yeah, so, because Feeney there.
Feeney.
He's coming in. He's always asking this guy shit. He's like, I saw you had a map. Where'd you go? It's like, well, if you saw the map, you probably know where he went, don't you, punk? Always giving him shit.
Yeah, you suspect he's, like, zazeled.
Yeah.
In that scene, don't you?
Yeah, but then you get to see that he's hit by... I think the cat touches someone and someone touches him.
He got patted.
Yeah, and then he starts singing the song. And it starts going from person to person. The song. We can't say it.
Yeah.
We can't sing it.
And
but it's the song.
And it isn't.
Yeah. What?
I said, and it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing. Do they just whistle it, or they sing it?
Who cares? They get it out there.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
But
Get a mix between the two.
It's
That's
pretty cool.
And
like, one thing about this film is it's amazing how much they get out of so little. Because it's effective, seeing it transfer like this. But
Denzel could just look at something.
There's no CGI. There's no,
no big explosions really in this one.
Yeah. It's all just touch.
There's some stuff, but
just touch and feel.
Yeah. Sensory overload.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Mike! Hey, yo, Mike, why'd you sing that?
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't sing it. Mike did. He was when Feeney was questioned. He's like embarrassed. He's like, I don't sing. Don't put that on me.
Yeah. What was that you were singing earlier?
Yeah.
He was singing. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah. Then it transfers to the troll with the funny hat out the way with his wife there.
This is really the start of one of the bigger scenes in this thing.
Yeah.
This is a set piece
One of the
moment.
most memorable ones. That so he goes onto the bridge troll there with the funny hat and his wife as they're walking out, and he goes to follow him, thinking that it's the husband.
Oh yeah.
And then the wife turns around,
And all of a sudden,
and they have like the first like conversation between the two, and there's transfers through like a bunch of people.
so you figured
And
out
it is-
Milano, huh?
Yeah, it is blowing Hobbs's mind. Just really flexing on him here.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Well, he's dancing around the ring taunting. That's what they do.
But then he just goes back and tries to act like everything's normal. Like that was weird. Must have been a dream or something.
It was a hair unusual, yeah. Fuck
A
yeah.
little Twin Peaksy maybe.
No problem.
He goes to.
Could be a coincidence.
That's when he says something to Feeney, and Feeney's like, "I hate the '60s. I don't sing that shit.
Yeah.
I would never sing that song."
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah. So he goes and meets back up with Greta.
Yeah.
And is this where they? I hate this in movies. So can't you find a private spot to go to? They're just in the middle of a courtyard, fucking talking about this with people all walking by.
Too much room for the spiritual surveillance.
Well, you don't want people overhearing all this shit.
Well, none of their business.
It's everyone's business on the street.
I guess, yeah. Good gripe.
Yeah. And then she says something like, it's like the mafia. It doesn't even exist. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't you know about Carmine Falcone and
The Cosa
the other guy?
Ghosta.
What's the other guy's name?
Capone. Gotti.
No. I'm with Gotham here.
Falcone. Can't remember the other one either.
Mm.
At present. Might come to me.
It's S. Maroni?
Maroni.
Salvatore Maroni?
Marconi. Maroni.
No. Maroni.
Maroni, yeah.
Yeah, you get the whole fallen angels are demons.
Yeah.
Demons are fallen angels. So that is like
Killers aren't humans.
so this is like the heaven and hell. They keep having that. The good and the bad. Zazel is a classic left-handed choir boy that likes cornflakes. But why is Denzel immune?
Hasn't touched him all that much.
Why was he?
You don't want to.
Made
Maybe
immortal.
He's got the choice when he touches someone.
He was made immortal by God.
I don't know about that.
That's what they said in the text.
The ghosts?
They said that some people are immortal to this stuff.
Immune?
Can't be touched. They use the word immortal. This is God talk, Adam. I said immune. They said
immortal God talk?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what they call us, mortals. Stupid line. Can I ask you something personal? Everything's personal if you're a person.
Which the killer isn't.
So it's not personal. It's all business.
It's all transactional.
And they're looking at each other like they want to go pass around a demon or two.
A little bit of that Milano.
Lust gauge? Lustometer?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, the only one who stares at him nice.
Yeah, boy, does she.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like the sister from Roseanne a little bit, too.
Oh.
Like her daughter.
Joan.
Mm. Oh, yeah, and then the Azazel now has the sights on Greta. And she doesn't even know the connection of Greta. Doesn't know her last name. Just saw that she was with Denzel there.
What?
So now he's hot on the trail.
Doesn't know her.
I guess so. Like
Father didn't mention.
I think Milano must have kept her far away. That's what they said, is that Azazel didn't know who she was.
Yeah. But that's crazy.
All that Azazel knew is that she was with her.
Or she knows him.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake.
If I can stop her on the street.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's trying to get it. Just playing it.
Just
trying to play it.
Yeah, just trying to shake hands with her. Calls her a chippy.
Yeah, I noticed that. Very transgressive.
But he does say, have we met before? Maybe she's grown since this happened. Like, maybe this happened a long time ago.
This was in the 60s.
Oh, and it's the 90s now, so she was just a wee lass.
Yeah.
And, yeah. You ever call me daddy before? I think that's what he asked her. And then, I just see him really...
this dude's a creepo.
Jumping the line.
Yeah. This is really where he does the gymnastics. The most...
yeah.
High flying falling session in the movie.
But it was my least favorite.
It's because it was stupid.
It was a bit too much, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last guy punches the window out of the taxi.
Yeah.
And luckily he went on that sixth go, or she would have been killed.
I know I brought this up in previous movies, but the glass shatter in that way wasn't right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
but nevertheless, like a T-1000 coming in.
Yeah, exactly. And
except he gets all
halfway in, but then he falls off.
Yeah, he doesn't hold on as well to the bull as a T-1000 does. He's not climbing up the hoods with his spiky hands, I can tell you that.
I thought if I was a good girl, God would make it up to me.
Gave her that idea.
Yeah, no. Yeah. She didn't know who she were. Dad must have kept her away. This whole movie's sponsored by Diet Coke.
Yeah, it comes up a few
Diet Coke. Now you see it come out of the machine. And
it looks refreshing.
Yeah, but it's just like perfect roll into it. It's like the Tiger Woods golf ball.
Yeah, I read that they took 2 days to shoot and
it wasn't enough.
Second unit.
It wasn't enough. No, this is what took up all the takes. Donald Sutherland had it so perfectly placed in his hand as they're having the conversation. Like they could have used this for a commercial.
Yeah, this was the best one since Alfred.
And he's really getting questioned. They're saying that his coins were found at the scene of the crime.
Penny's worth.
And now they're starting to think that he's got something to do with it.
Yeah.
He's getting framed.
It's like the ending could have easily gone down differently.
Think so?
No. Maybe not.
Most movies can't.
But, they could have made him the killer somehow, right? Jump into him at night? No, he's up all night. Jump into him in the day?
Yeah. But some of the... you're a person, right?
I don't know.
Did you find the next narration to be quite personal?
What's that?
He's being like, evil just keeps coming. You know what I mean? Like it's funny for a narrator to be talking like that.
It's like the mail. Yeah. You see,
but you don't usually hear a narrator saying, "You know what I mean."
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like this guy's really just talking to me.
It's weird, actually, to break the fourth wall in a movie like this.
But you think that the narrating's always kind of breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, who's he?
But when he's saying, "You know what I mean,"
yeah,
I don't know. It just seems so weird. Like what I'm trying to say, I guess.
I was saying that a lot earlier.
Narrations are usually like more formal than that.
Yeah. Okay.
You get what I mean?
Sure.
Goes home early. And, so he goes home early. He sees Sam and a friend in the tree. Walks into his house and something that he's probably done his whole life. Art, do you got a black eye?
And so shy about it.
Yeah. Well,
keeps putting the towel over it, kind of.
Yeah. Doesn't want... how embarrassing is it that your son gave you that shiner?
Yeah, he doesn't even... Does he ask how he did it? Was it a punch?
I fell. People don't fall and get black eyes. Oh, well...
well, then I'm out of ideas.
No, that was my only one. So Sam did it.
Yeah.
And then it goes to that quick flashback of that creepy hello that you didn't pick up on when he was in the tree.
Yeah.
And then Sam comes in seeming completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Where's your long-haired friend?"
Yeah. John Connor's buddy.
Yeah. And he goes out there, and that's a creepy kid.
Yeah.
Sitting there on the hood talking to him and stuff.
Yeah, that kid would have been all right being bad without a Zazel in him.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this dude, he's resisting arrest. He's fleeing.
Yeah, and Azazel is even saying funny stuff like a kid would say.
Never gonna catch me.
But he's kind of like, you started it.
Yeah.
You started this. And then he goes on. Finally found a guy on the street with a gun.
After chasing the boy.
Yeah.
What was he gonna do if he got a hold of that kid? Just beat his ass in public?
How did he know that this guy had a gun in a stolen car?
Good fortune on his side. Crime is on his side.
No, it's not. Because Hobbs shoots the man down.
Did this guy shoot first, though?
He shot first. Well, it depends on who you're asking.
Oh.
Yeah. But the audience saw him shoot first.
And then the first person to report it said that, saying that corroborates audience, right?
Nope.
And then another person say,
because you see
in a minute there, saying no. Saw the cop shoot.
Hobbs went crazy.
Yeah.
Killed an innocent man. And there was witnesses. Case closed. Book him, Dano.
No, there is a loophole here. I don't think he would have really been in trouble. I think there was some evidence on his side.
Yeah, probable cause.
Yeah, some cause.
And then you get that out of body watching the spirit go.
I know we had to run away and everything, make the story all cool, but there was some way of sorting this thing out without fleeing, I think.
I don't know. Everyone starts stacking their cards against him, that's for sure.
He certainly felt that way, yeah.
Especially when you find out that this guy had a fake gun full of blanks.
Oh. No wonder it didn't hurt very much when he got shot.
Mm. But it goes into that Peach, and she can sure whistle. And he's like, "Why don't you like me?
Yeah.
We're just having fun."
I know, and he just killed the guys. Like, it's pretty good. Done with that. You know.
He was a teacher. His wife was pregnant. He just got a raise.
Yeah. And then right away, it's in another person talking to him. And he's like, no, this person is dead now.
Yeah.
And the stupid killer's not inside of him anymore.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
Thought I did it.
Yeah. Running out of ideas here.
Yeah. And then, back at the office, he's getting his gun taken away.
Oh.
Are you going to be arrested?
Yeah. Oh,
and,
classic.
Jonesy.
All is lost.
Jonesy's trying to settle him down. He's like, great shot, though.
Yeah.
He says that.
Smirked him.
Aims up. That was a bullseye, that's for sure. And they sit down and talk about the point of life.
That must have been short.
Oh, yeah. Worth $9.99, that's for sure.
God dang, what a deal.
Yeah, 6 different ways. It's just like one of those like really buddy moments.
Yeah.
Down and out, need your friend. Get to see these guys are thick as thieves.
Yeah, not just while on the clock, but in old reality.
Yeah. Goes home. Locks up as you hear the rest of their conversation.
Yeah,
and
surely some peace here.
No, actually, no, it's not him. Because they get the phone call and it's... Because they're like, oh yeah, everyone has that moment in their life. And then the phone rings. And it's like, oh, I think this is it.
It's fate calling.
It's Greta calling.
Oh,
her middle name is Faith.
That's an anagram for great.
Yeah.
Greta.
But she's the one who says the breathing. Mm-hmm. It can also go through a single breath, getting transferred to another person.
Sure. That's a great fact.
And then it continues the conversation until we get to the house. Again, after his talk with his good buddy, goes home.
And something feels a little off.
Is it next day? It's got to be next day because he's like talking about tucking him in. Thanks for tucking me in last night or something like that. He notices that the lock on the window's broken.
Slightly ajar, maybe.
Because at first he's like, thanks for tucking me in. And I thought it was him waking up being like, I didn't tuck you in.
What the hell?
Because he has that confused look on his face, but it's because he's looking at the window.
Yeah.
And that's something that I missed on the first watch.
And this kid wasn't very observant because when he checks where he got tickled, sees a letter still on him. Why?
Yeah. Why'd you write that on?
Yeah. The question on everyone's mind.
Exactly. I think he already found the CAL on the window or on the mirror. This guy loves mirrors, this Azazel.
Yeah.
But he sees the CAL and then comes out. And he's got the Y on his chest.
Words forming.
And then he's asking, where's your dad?
Oh, he's a sleepyhead.
Yeah, he's taking that long nap.
The script is so... there's so much more talking and stuff going on. Like, it's all sort of the same thing, but it's a little more economical in the film.
Yeah. Goes in. It's very, quiet scene of... He finds the needle, but it's... I thought the poison was blue in another scene.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's yellow in this one. Didn't look like the same poison.
It's the same.
Maybe he's getting creative now.
But there's no signs that there's a killer there, so I guess implied self, I guess, maybe with it. But
and it's the same host that it latched onto after he killed the guy, that girl there. And I don't know if he's just in shock over this or he's trying to stay quiet because of the kid.
They're after him.
And he's trying so hard not to react. He just leaves his brother there, walks back out. Then he sees the news report, or he gets a call.
Yeah, that says you've seen the news, basically.
Yeah, he's giving him a tip.
Yeah, you're in it.
You gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
And you see that same girl.
Yeah,
she's saying, "Oh, he shot first," making a monster out of him. How to make a murderer.
True enough. Been fully framed.
Yeah. And he's like, Sam, we got to play a little game here.
Yeah.
It's called Jump Out the Window and Run Away.
Yeah, it's called Leave by Any Means Besides the Door.
Yeah. And as they do so, same girl comes into the backyard and gives them a wink.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. So they make it down to the subway.
Yeah.
He sees a cop. I don't think... Yeah.
The cop is after him.
At first, you're like, was that cop Azazel or no? Because he punches him in the face, starts running, gets on the subway.
Yeah, he didn't have time to stop for those questions.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't have that, like, shot of the doors closing and the cop was just about to get in kind of thing.
No, but they did have Travolta in the front.
But as they're there and he's working on his word jumble.
Yeah.
He makes out apocalypse.
Yeah. You ever hear of the apocalypse, lady?
Yeah, no.
Not like you got a book I can look up some of this information I got. Yeah. Just
clearly,
this general term.
This is DC Universe.
Yeah, you ever heard of Four Horsemen or nothing?
Yeah. Well, there is this book. Yeah. Apocalypse means revelation, which I didn't think was true.
Yeah. Doubt it.
So I did learn something.
Four Horsemen of the Revelation.
So it's after that he gets out and sees the cop and punches him. And while they're on the lam here, like, this is what sticks out to me to be the best cinematography of the whole film, is on the run in the subway. And it's like casting the light from the subway is blue, but it has that effect of like flashing through the windows as it goes by. So it's like this flashing blue light as they're on the go, which looks like cop lights.
Yeah. As
they're on the run.
Oh, cool.
And there's all these little like tunnels and alleyways that they go through before they find the same overpass that Christopher Lloyd's under and Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
And they post up. And he's like, he's got to break it to the kid.
Yeah. In the script, it's a park, which seems way more visible, but they still have the three guys at the fire cans.
Yeah. And he tells them that he's been framed. People say that he did something that he didn't. And then goes to talk about his old man, and he's just like, he's not sleeping, is he? No. And that guy gives him a bit of guff. He's like, I thought you quit smoking. Yeah. Bad for you. Cigarettes kill. And then he's like, we can't sleep under here. Like, it seems like they're going to stay there, but then he's like, nah, I got a better idea. Let's go to Greta's house. So they tap on the window and go in. And the first thing the kid says to her, "You in your pajamas." Yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah. In the script, she gets startled and whirls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a fucking Hitchcock film or something. Yeah. And then he goes, it's funny.
Shelter for the night.
Yeah, but he sends them over to the fireplace to keep warm. Yeah. It's like the exact same as people were. You could have done that on the overpass. And, he has the plan. This is when the plan is all set in motion that she has to take care of the boy.
Yeah.
And he's got to go take care of this himself.
Yeah.
Setting up the final showdown.
Yeah, so much more economical than in the script.
You see him and he's looking at his pack of smokes. He gives in, he unwraps them. You don't see him spark one.
No.
But it's implied.
He's on the verge of temptation.
Yeah, exactly. You think. He goes and says his final goodbye.
Yeah,
and the
you're
kid's
gonna
like,
stay with her for an indefinite period of time, lad.
And he goes, I'm going to go to sleep, and when I wake up, everything is going to be just the way it was.
Yeah. And just heartbroken.
This kid is not paying attention at all.
No. No, he's gonna... It's a sad apocalypse. Yeah, he even gives him a kiss, but then gives him a look like, this guy doesn't know anything. Stupid kid. Yeah. But he basically realizes, I can't be fucking fighting Azazel in the city here.
Yeah.
Too many folks around.
Yeah. And a lot of films have this where you got to find like the venue for the final showdown.
Yeah. This one, isolation.
Back to where it all started.
Yeah, but he knows why Milano tried to do it out there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But Greta basically says, like, anything? She helped with the idea? Like, offing yourself, that helped the scenario at all?
I can't remember if she gave any. She probably did.
I don't know.
Because there's another moment where, like, is there going to be some...
When he's leaving.
There's going to be a sex scene here?
She, like, kisses his hand, kind of.
Yeah.
But in the script, it was so weird. It was like she keeps kissing his hand, won't let it go.
No, really?
Yeah. But they got a plan. They're going to lure Azazel here to the remote cabin.
Yeah. First thing he does when he shows up is throws his keys.
Yeah. I won't remember I did that.
Yeah, in case he bitches out or something. And this is where I had to look it up. And the guy's 44 years old.
And throwing keys like that?
Yeah. Yeah. And he goes in, he sees Milano's chalk outline on the floor. And he's just waiting. But finally, the car pulls up. Sees the lights and he goes, okay, it's ready. He's ready.
And actually, when he pulls up, you can see something kind of go under something, too.
What? An animal or something? And, you get that POV, that distorted POV, so the OD's here. The original Deadite.
Yeah, for
Azazel.
sure. Thousands of years
showed
led
up
to this moment.
And coming through the woods circling the cottage.
Just who you'd expect.
Yeah.
Donnie.
The original Donnie.
Just steps out of the hedge.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you just think, is this guy Puppet Master?
Yeah.
Drop your gun.
And then you find out he's a twin.
Whoa. 2? You think there's a second spitter?
Fucking Jonesy comes
Not
out of the
Jonesy.
woodwork. Of course, the highest stake of all, best friend.
But he can't do this.
Aye. So he's saying, give it up. It's over, pal. You're coming with us.
Denzel learns
got
a
a
little
few
bit
questions to ask you down at the precinct.
Denzel's got a couple Pennsylvanian words that he can say.
Yeah.
He's trying to talk to them. Talking the same language as the demon.
Sure.
Seems not to work.
No?
Not at all.
Immune. Or mortal to it.
Yeah. But, he's like, you made me kill an innocent man? Sometimes, like, this is when Denzel seems to always scream at a certain part. Like, this is the King Kong ain't got shit on me moment.
Okay.
It's like,
okay.
You made me kill an innocent man? You killed my brother. Come out, you son of a bitch. How was that, Denzel?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I did a way better one in The Creator, actually. I felt good about that one. I forget what it was. Drop the gun. Do what he says, Hob. Not Jonesy, no.
No. And he yields, drops his gun.
Stan, I don't know if I can do this. How about he just runs away and we put his car in the lake?
Yeah. He's like, this is what all the police training is for. Come on, follow through. This is protocol.
I've been on the force for so long. You think you've seen everything. Life gives you one more surprise. And Donnie's just like, yeah. He's like, sometimes it's a big one.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
Donnie! Yeah. I went into this knowing I didn't remember the scene as much as I just remembered that it ends up being John Goodman in the end.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And then watching
Inevitable.
it, it's like, okay, so you really see them building up these guys' friendship.
Taking them down one at a time.
Yeah. And then, this is like the best of John Goodman too, this scene.
Oh, yeah, he gets to sing finally.
Yeah, where he's like,
Do his,
I'm your partner, man. You're free.
Yeah, you think the apocalypse is coming. Next year, it's Blues Brothers 2000.
But what's this with, he shoots at his feet and then shoots at the cabin? Like, Azazel just...
Nonsense.
He fucking never shot a gun before. His dude uses needles too much. You never fucking thought about going to like a shooting range or something?
Well, you know.
With all your thousands of years of spare time?
Shooting mostly wands probably back in the day.
But yeah, not only is this the best John Goodman, but this is the best version of Time on Your Side.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do!
Yeah, he's belting.
Oh, man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I guess he's trying to do like a...
Goodman had to study
his best
Elias Cotillas
Mickey
for
there. You like that song? Bet you didn't, you big monkey fan pussy.
Yeah, that was a great line.
Time's up.
That wasn't in the script either.
No?
No,
I wonder if he improv'd it.
he did.
Yeah. What about that hopscotch across the chalk outline? Was that fucking improv or what?
Yes.
Fucking twinkle toes, this guy. Has he ever been... is this before or after he played Fred Flintstone?
After. I watched some of the Flintstones the other day,
Yeah, right.
actually.
This is how he got the role. Of
Yeah. Oh, man, I had to look up McDonald's toys and everything. It's just, it was a bit of a nostalgic rush.
Yeah. This is, it's inevitable, basically. He says, if you kill me, I take your body, put 20 bodies on it.
Yeah. No problem.
What about your Chippy there? Maybe I'll take her. Maybe I'll take Sam for another spin.
Yeah, Zazel's got it all figured out.
Maximum fun.
Yeah, I fucking... I love that maximum fun bit. I thought I put something about it, actually. Shit. You ready for some maximum fun? Sure you are. Worst note ever. But yeah, what define maximum fun?
Well, it's subjective, isn't it?
I was going to use maximum fun in the intro,
Should have.
but for some reason I just I didn't scroll all the way down.
And if you did not think that Denzel was Batman in this film, he definitely thought it when he does this drop from the sky attack. How'd he get up there?
Yeah,
Grappling hook.
climbed.
Yeah. And they're fighting over the gun, making their way outside.
Then damn.
Damn, he got goody good.
Yeah.
Shot him in a perfect area where it completely immobilizes him.
But not an instant kill.
No,
Very important.
just let him suffer.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone take a shot like such a bitch. You think this demon would fucking... Where'd he shoot him? The spine? He just sat there the whole fucking time. It's like all the walking that Azazel does. It's just, you can't do any of it now? Lost all motor function?
Yeah, he's stuck. He's in limbo.
Hey,
Might as well be back in jail.
What are you doing there, friend? You don't smoke anymore. Don't do that. Cigarettes kill.
Yeah. Especially
If they're poisoned.
with that same stuff that brother took.
Yeah. So what? He had that needle from his house all the way to Greta's house when he was when he opened the pack of smokes. Where'd
Yeah,
he get it?
it's lucky he didn't poke himself when jumping from window to window there.
And I was like, man, I can't wait to hear Denzel sing it. But that guy's got pipes. And then it's like, seems like it's starting to finish the job.
Yeah.
Or no, he finishes the job, but...
Oh.
And I'm like, where's all the running from the start? Did that already happen in the last cabin scene? Started getting all confused, thinking that he was just going to croak right there on the steps, because I couldn't remember how it ended exactly. Mm-hmm. But then he shoots Azazel.
Before that, in the script, he talks about scorched earth comes up a few times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about mirror life? This guy loves mirrors. Nothing?
Nothing that I saw specifically on that.
Nothing at all.
But in this part, he goes, you ever hear of scorched earth policy?
And what did he say?
Where the army destroys its own country before the enemy invades.
Oh, yeah. What was that? There's a group of people. There's a group like an army, or I don't know what you would call it because it was so long back in the day. It was like this group of warriors. Yeah. So a group of warriors. They knew they were going to be defeated, so they all jumped off a cliff so they could decide their own fate.
Yeah.
Rather than like their ultimate demise, but they didn't want the
give the enemy the satisfactory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Correct.
And then
so that's his plan.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a good one, because Azazel does get into Denzel in time.
Yeah.
Start running.
Get those
and looking
keys.
for those keys.
Heads beelines to the keys, really.
Couldn't move at all when you're John Goodman.
Why such a sense of urgency? Is he going to drive back to the city?
Yeah, exactly. What's he going to do? He's got time.
Yeah.
It's on his side.
Yeah. And he knows something. The audience knows something. But Denzel doesn't know something.
And we know that it's the narration said, I want to tell you about the time I almost died. So we have a little bit of faith that Denzel's going to pull through.
But then he dies.
No. What? He dies?
He said almost dies.
Doesn't that mean Azazel dies too?
No.
Is that a cat? Oh, this really was a thorn in my paw.
How there's just conveniently a cat there out in the wild?
I didn't even see the shot
Wildcat?
that you were talking about.
It wouldn't have helped.
And the biggest twist of this whole film is that the narrator isn't Denzel.
Yeah. And can go in the kick cats instead of just humans.
Well,
so
it
going
already
out
did a
there
cat.
in the woods.
It already did a cat.
No, I know. But is it just cats? What if there was no other animals out there? Would Denzel have won?
They're the fucking devil's pet. Can
But what
only be
if
cats?
But what if there's only porcupines out there or something? Skunks.
No. Yeah, skunk.
He should have went into a skunk at the end. Farted on everyone.
And,
or into a snail. Slide. Is awesome.
wouldn't it be awesome if it was a singing cat?
Oh, sure.
That would have really nailed it.
As if they didn't jump the shark anywhere else here.
The way YouTube was getting me, I thought maybe it was. Yeah. But then they just got that shot of New York.
Oh.
Like what a
Jason
long
takes Manhattan.
what a long walk on four legs.
Well, homeward bound.
How many people? Like, the amount of people on that street.
Busy.
What is it? Puerto Rican Day?
Yeah. all these potential hosts.
Yeah. Someone should have just turned around and been circle. Not Thomas. You think that song would come into the credits, but the credits did go silent. So I looked at another version.
Yeah, oh yeah, another copyright song,
But it didn't have it.
same artist.
Yeah.
Paint It Black.
Paint it.
No. Sympathy for the Devil.
Shout! Shout! We were just talking about this.
Pleased to meet you.
Joe Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout. Shout at the devil. Sign of the devil. Sorry. Give me my name.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that New York CSI? CSI New York too?
I thought they used all Who songs in those.
Who? What uses that song as their intro? Someone does.
I don't know, probably something about the devil, Lucifer.
There you go. I enjoyed it. Yeah, there's some questions here and there, but
Yeah.
I would say that I enjoyed it just as much.
It was a fun revisit. It's a shame it's so memorable because it could have made this viewing a little more surprising.
Yeah.
But
Do you remember how the ending was exactly?
no, not exactly. But I knew.
So it's nice to still see how it comes together.
Yeah, exactly. And it is a fun twist. I mean, albeit a slight gimmicky if you really look at it.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of gimmick that I don't mind it coming back around to. Especially like when I guess you can like really think about the opening narration. Because like he must have done it in a slightly different way. I didn't really have the chance to go rewatch the intro.
Yeah.
But you know, I imagine there's like a touch of foreshadowing in the way that he says that line at the beginning, or you know what I mean? Something.
Yeah, because there's more of the narration than just that. Just supposedly the statement, but
so there was probably a little bit of a hint for a second viewing on that, and there's probably some other little Easter eggs and stuff in there, but you know, I ain't fully aware of them.
And it worked well. Like, you know, on first glance, you're automatically going to think that Feeney has something to do with it.
Well, everyone
But
doesn't have anything to do with
that
it.
trophy that, you know, it ends up being the best friend.
Yeah, well, everyone's got something to do, and then everyone doesn't got something to do with it. You know what I mean? It's this friggin' demon's choice.
Yeah, it was Donnie's fault for having his leg in it so much. He was really trying to put him down.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see saving him from
Doing
himself.
his job. Cop
you know,
for cop.
he was really the best person in it, but he should have been a little more heavy-handed. And
I thought Donnie took cream. He don't take no cream.
No. Doesn't appear so. I mean, we don't know everything about him, but you know, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt, I guess.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. But I don't fault really anyone. It's only really Azazel jumping from everyone that makes anyone bad.
I'm surprised there wasn't a sequel.
Ugh. Would have sucked.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. Wouldn't have been a Return of the Jedi.
We don't got anything in review for next year, month, day, week?
Huh?
Do we do a second wheel?
I don't remember. But time is on our side.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's not. 6 minutes too late.
That certainly isn't, yeah.
No, it's not.
God dang. Fallen.
Falling to pieces. I would give it...
Give it...
Like 6 DVDs out of 11?
If I had 4 seasons, I would minus the fall. Give it a 3 out of 4.
How many lethal injections?
Usually just takes 1 or 2, I think.
Yeah. Or 2. Yeah. I don't have it anymore, but Dead Man on Campus. I had this dream where I put a gun on my mouth and I squeezed the trigger. Bang! Bang! It was so real. I think if it was real, you wouldn't have got that second shot off, buddy. That's a great movie. All right.
What do you give it?
I said 6 DVDs out of a collection of 11.
Ooh, that is low. That's almost a thumbs down.
No, out of 11?
6 out of 11?
7 out of 11.
Lost 5 points.
I'm giving it 7-11.
All right.
How many 7-Elevens do you think there's in Philly? I'm starting to think that the boys are
300.
lying to us. It didn't seem sunny in Philly at all.
Nah. It was that golden hour a few times. Yeah. Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Yeah. Well, moving with my auntie and I'm going Bel Air.
All right, let's go.